Hi guys, welcome to pregnancy week 10. So crazy, double digits. Oh my goodness, this pregnancy is flying by for me. I can't believe how fast these weeks are going by. Like, it just seems like with each pregnancy it goes by quicker and quicker, and so really trying to enjoy every minute. However, I will say once I get into the symptoms part of this video that I've been experiencing this last week, it's going to sound more like a rant, but I'm trying to enjoy it the best I can. I am going to be doing my videos. I'm changing it up. I mentioned it towards the end of my video, the last video I did, which was the back to school shopping haul. I'm going to change my days up on doing my videos now, I think, to Tuesdays, either Mondays or Tuesdays, because it's the middle of the new week that I'm starting. And I felt like before, whenever I was doing my videos these last couple weeks, that I was kind of like falling behind the game, even though I didn't feel like I was. But whenever I look back on it, it's like my fans probably think that I'm like not correct on my dates here, because on my Facebook fan page I would be posting pictures, oh, I'm 10 weeks pregnant and this is what the baby's the size of, and then on YouTube I haven't even got pregnancy week 9 vlog posted yet. So I felt like I was falling a little bit behind doing it that way, so I figured I'm going to start recording my videos in the middle of my week. This way it's easier. So the baby this week for week 10 is barely the size of a kumquat, which is a small orange. If you don't know what that is, I'll include a picture of it. The baby is also a little over an inch long, and that is from crown to rump. The baby weighs less than 1/4 of an ounce, and its length is about 1 1/4 of an inch. So maybe like that, if you can see, about like that. Very, very tiny. The baby is also swallowing fluid and kicking around like crazy, though I still cannot feel it. Its vital organs, such as the kidneys, the intestines, the brain, and the liver, are all in place and starting to function, and those will continue to function throughout the rest of this pregnancy. Tiny nails are forming on the fingers and toes, and the hands and the feet are no longer webbed. Its fingers are separated, as well as the toes too. A little bit of a tongue tie there. There's also some peach fuzz hair beginning to grow on its delicate, tender skin. And the baby's limbs bend now. The hands are flexed at the wrist and they meet just over its heart. So it's kind of like this a little bit. And then the feet may be long enough to meet in front of its body as well. Symptoms this week, like I said, this is going to be a rant, mostly with symptoms, because I have just not had a good week this week. Oh my goodness, okay. So my mornings, I don't even want to talk about it. Mornings, when I wake up, I don't feel re-energized. I still feel sleepy. I feel super weak. It takes everything I've got to get up out of that bed and move and walk around across the floor. Like, everything I've got. So far, I feel worse with this pregnancy than I have with any of my other pregnancies during the first trimester. It's so crazy. And it's really just an uncomfortable, like, as soon as I hear my husband's alarm go off for him to go to work, we've got birds, they start chirping, and then the dogs start getting up and they're shaking their head, flopping their ears, and it's the most annoying sound that early in the morning. My husband gets up at 7:30 in the morning. It's like, gosh, I would give anything just to sleep in until 8, you know, but my days of sleeping in are usually on his days off, which are Wednesdays and Thursdays, but now I've got my doctor appointment scheduled on a Wednesday or Thursday, so I only get that one day to really sleep in, if I can even sleep in. You know, normally how that goes, if you get a day to sleep in, your body won't let you. You just feel wide awake. So, but yeah, definitely this pregnancy is by far the worst as far as symptoms are going in the first trimester. I feel so terrible. Also, I have a hard time peeing. Oops, my phone just like totally fell. I am still peeing quite often. There we go. But it doesn't flow the greatest. I've noticed it like in the middle of the night when I get up to go pee, or early in the mornings. Like, as soon as I go pee, it's just like it trickles out of me, and it's like, I gotta go, would you just come out? You know, it's like almost like, I don't know, I'm sure many of you have done this, you hold your pee because you can't get to a bathroom right away. That's what it feels like I'm like something in my body is like holding my pee, like I can't go. So it just kind of trickles out. So it's definitely an uncomfortable feeling, but it only happens in the middle of the night, early in the morning. I'm thinking that's because I am sleeping on it throughout the night. Everything in my body is relaxed, and as soon as I get up to go pee, my organs and everything, they're like still in la la land, sleeping, not really wanting to work properly. That's the only thing I can really think of. My hips, like right now, my right side is kind of aching a little bit. They will ache when I lay on one side too long for a certain period of time, or if I'm sitting but I'm leaning, and I'm kind of leaning this way a little bit. If I'm leaning towards a certain way for a certain period of time, they'll start to ache, and right now my right side is actually doing it. So I am thinking about investing in a body pillow for at night when I'm sleeping, or during the day whenever I'm sitting on the couch or something watching TV, because I don't remember having, you know, achy hips in the beginning of my pregnancy, so I don't know what's going on with that. I don't understand it. Sunday morning, when I got up, I knew I was in for it. I knew it was going to be a long morning or a long day, period. I never felt this much of an urge to have to get sick. And just as I thought the nausea was fading out a little bit, like I mentioned in my last pregnancy vlog, week 9, I said that I feel like I feel like the nausea is starting to like go away, but I should have knocked on wood and I should have known better. It wasn't. It was actually getting worse. I ended up getting sick, and it was still so early in the morning. It was like not even probably 10 minutes after I woke up that I felt so bad that I just ended up getting sick. And it was stomach bile, and that's like the worst thing you could ever get sick with is stomach bile. And it was so funny because I was sitting on the toilet trying to pee, and then all of a sudden it just hit me so bad, and here I am sitting on the toilet peeing and then bending over in a trash can and getting sick. So definitely an uncomfortable situation to be in. Yeah. So this pregnancy definitely takes home the trophy on me feeling the worst I've ever felt during the first trimester of any of my pregnancies. I do not remember feeling this bad with Timothy or Caleb. In the afternoons and towards the evening, I don't feel so bad, but once the heartburn hits, that's whenever the appetite goes away, the nausea, no appetite, it gets crazy. I've been waking up, this is a new symptom for this week, I have noticed I've been waking up with a terrible pounding headache. And to me, it feels almost like a blood pressure headache. And I know what those feel like because in the end of my pregnancy, whenever I was pregnant with Caleb, I think I was like 37, 38 weeks pregnant. My blood pressure was staying up really high, and my doctor had told me that I was probably on the verge of getting ready to have my baby because of my blood pressure being up so high. So whenever I went in for my doctor visit, she had me lay on my left side for like 15 minutes to make sure my blood pressure was going to come down. And if it didn't, she was going to take the baby right then and there. And luckily it did. But as soon as I was getting ready to leave the doctor's office, after about 30 minutes sitting in that room, my blood pressure started peaking again. So, yeah, she ended up telling me, well, if you experience any kind of nausea, like severe, like obviously you get nausea when you're pregnant, but like severe nausea where it's like 10 times stomach flu, you know, go to the ER, you know. So I don't know what I think it's like preeclampsia or something she was concerned about. So, yeah, but anyways, I'm talking about like another pregnancy. Anyways, I've been experiencing terrible pounding headaches that feel like blood pressure headaches. Like I said, I know what they feel like. I've had them. And basically in the mornings whenever I get up, my head is just going boom, boom, boom. And it lasts for like 15 to 20 minutes and then it goes away. It's literally just from the point I get up out of the bed and I move around a little bit, you know, and I get something in my stomach, if I can get something in my stomach without getting sick. And then it just goes away on its own. But throughout the day, every now and then I may get a little headache, but it doesn't last but maybe 15-20 minutes. So it's not really anything like too terribly bad. but definitely the pounding headaches are very uncomfortable, unbearable early in the mornings on top of the nausea and everything else. I can't stomach my prenatals again. This whole entire last week I haven't been able to take my vitamins at all. I feel so terrible because I feel like I need those nutrients, so I've been trying to eat foods like oatmeal, you know, that's got that folic acid, that extra iron in it. And I actually go back to see my doctor on Thursday of this week, so in 2 days I'll go and see her. And I had blood work done 2 weeks ago, so I'm going to ask her if my iron levels showed that they were on a normal level or if they were kind of like falling behind, because in my first pregnancy with Timothy, my iron like dropped really low and they had to put me on iron pills. With Caleb, my doctor just told me to take Flintstones with iron, so either tomorrow or Thursday I'm going to go buy the Flintstones with iron because I was able to keep those down and they were easy on my stomach. They weren't as harsh as the prenatals that you get over the counter from your doctor. So I'm definitely going to be picking those up this week. And I think I mentioned like a couple weeks ago I was going to get them, but I just never did because my stomach was getting better with those vitamins. But now they're not again. So I'm like at my wits' end. I'm just going to get the Flintstones with iron. My breasts have been a lot more tender this week than they've been at all in this pregnancy. Even the beginning of the pregnancy, whenever I mentioned I had tender and sore breast, they're a lot more sore this week that I've noticed, especially at night whenever I go to lay down on my side or my stomach. I can definitely tell it. Monday night, speaking of like the nausea and everything, Monday night I fixed sloppy joes and tater tots for a quick dinner. And I purposely waited 2 hours before fixing mine to wait for my nausea to go away. This was last night. Excuse me. And my husband got home from work at, let's see, what was it, 8:30 last night, and he started eating his supper, so I thought, you know what, maybe I should go ahead and eat something so I can just go to bed and have something on my tummy. So I fixed mine. I went and I sat with him on the couch and we ate our dinner. And I took literally little finger pinches off of my sloppy joe and ate 2 bites, ate 2 tater tots. I stood up. Okay, my husband's just got home from a long day of work, okay? I stood up. I said, I'm so sick and tired of not being able to eat anything. I can't eat because either after 2 bites I'm too full, or I've got heartburn that's killing me to where I can't eat anything, or nothing just sounds good, period. So after eating 2 bites of my sandwich and 2 tater tots, I was like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to bed. Like, I give up. I can't eat. So I grabbed my plate, put it in the trash, and went to the cabinet, and I was like, okay, I gotta eat something. So I was like, okay, there's gotta be something that I can eat, that I can handle. So I grabbed one of the Little Debbie snack cakes. They're the oatmeal cream pies, and I ate that, and it actually worked. Like, I actually kept it down and it didn't make me feel any worse than I was already feeling. So I was like, okay, that was a nice supper. I'm going to bed now. And whenever I went to bed, I noticed I was still holding on to the nausea a little bit. And when I woke up this morning, I didn't have the nausea as bad. It's like it hit, instead of it hitting me this morning real bad, it hit me real bad last night. So I have both ends of it. I have morning, afternoon, evening nausea, which sucks. I think if anything, that's the worst you could ever get, because who wants to stay sick to their stomach all day, every day? So, yeah. Even though I've been having nausea issues and, you know, I'm still getting my cravings, I've noticed I have been craving healthy, fresh foods, like fruit and vegetables. I have been wanting tomatoes and fresh cucumber and dressing, and I don't know if you guys know what that is. If not, I'll include a picture of that here. It looks so good, and it's the best summertime, you know, appetizer you could eat. I've also been craving watermelon. I have this girl that's on my Facebook fan page. I just added her, or not my Facebook fan page, my personal Facebook page. I just added her like 2 days ago, and she posts all these awesome looking recipes and so many good things. I mean, she's even got a recipe for the real Texas Roadhouse rolls. Like, if you've never had Texas Roadhouse rolls, you've got to try them, seriously. Actually, if I can, I'll include a link in the down bar below for her Facebook page. You actually have to send her a friend request because I guess it's like her personal Facebook page. I don't really know. But I had to send her a actual friend request. But she even had like a watermelon that was cut up in triangles and it looked like a pizza, and she had like blueberries and strawberries on top of it, like it was the little fixings and stuff, and it looks so good. So I've been craving watermelon ever since I've seen that. And I've also been able to keep down stuffed cheese rigatoni and a tomato sauce. If you guys don't know what that is, it's kind of like little raviolis. They're like little square shaped, and they've got stuffed cheese in them, and it's in a really nice tomatoey sauce with like diced up tomatoes and onions and stuff, and it's so good. And those I get from Kroger. They're actually the little Michelina entree, like TV dinners. Where I get them, they're usually 88 cents. But if they're not on sale for that, they're usually just under $1, like 99 cents or $1. So I always stock up on those, like 8 to 12 of those a week, because that's what I eat for lunch. So I love those. I've been constantly staying thirsty, and I wanted Kool-Aid last night. So I had my little boy come in the kitchen and choose what flavor Kool-Aid he wanted. He picked lemon lime, obviously, because his favorite color is green. And I'm not a big fan of lemon lime, but I fixed it anyways because he wanted it. And I guess I was craving Kool-Aid because I am always drinking water. Always, all the time. I never drink soda unless we're going out to dinner or somewhere and it's an occasion. And it's weird for people who personally know me to see me drinking anything but water. So I think for me to want Kool-Aid last night, it was more of like the sugar rush, because I've been drinking, you know, like bland, you know, water. So I don't normally keep like Kool-Aid or tea in my fridge because it's just terrible for your teeth, and if my boys have that on hand every time they open up the fridge, their teeth would be so bad and they would be jumping off the walls because of all the sugar. One other symptom I've noticed actually for the last couple weeks, the hair on my legs grow super duper fast. Like, I used to shave my legs every other day because I didn't get prickles until like that next day. But now whenever I shave, like this morning I shaved my legs, tonight, actually I've already got stubs. Tonight when I go to bed, I could literally shave them again and you could see the hair. Like, the hair on my legs have been growing super fast. Along with the hair growing super fast on my legs, my hair on my head has been falling out. I'm constantly leaving my hair up in a ponytail, so that's probably why it's kind of like falling out all the time, because it's breaking off from me keeping it up in this little bun. But it's just like the easiest thing for me to do anymore, instead of like straightening my hair. I have natural wavy to curly hair, and it's just a pain in the butt to have to stand in front of a mirror and straighten it for like 30 minutes just on one side, and then I'm having to do the back and then this side. Yeah. So, and then that's not including your makeup either. And I've got just a little bit of makeup on today, so I haven't been wearing a whole lot of makeup because I've been having terrible acne breakouts again this week. It was better the last couple weeks, but this week for some reason my skin doesn't seem to want to heal once I get a breakout. And you gotta be careful on what things you use on your face too when you're pregnant, because certain chemicals and certain body washes and shampoos and facial cleansers are not good for you when you're pregnant because it gets into your skin. I will do a belly shot for you guys. I don't know how good of a belly shot this is going to be. I'm wearing kind of a free flowy shirt, and I don't have any baby buys for this week since I'm doing this video a little bit earlier. So hopefully week 11 I'll have something to show you guys, and then we'll do a live weigh-in. Last week I weighed 139, so I've only gained, or was it 139? Maybe it was 138. Gee, I can't remember. Oh my gosh, I think I got confused in my last video on how much I was the week before. My memory is getting terrible. So yeah, we will do a live weigh-in, and I will look up and see how much I weighed last week before I do that and let you guys know. So let's do a belly shot. I'm gonna hold my phone, see if I can prop it up a little bit. No, this is not a maternity shirt. I actually bought this earlier this year. Got like a tank top on under it, and it was just something really comfortable to wear with a jacket. Okay, like I said, it's gonna be hard to see anything. Yeah, hang on. Maybe you can see a little bump there. Right there. There's the front. And then this side. I know I've mentioned it in previous videos, but one side always shows better than the other. So you can see a little bit of a bump. I'll pull my shirt back. So we will do the live weigh-in, and I will let you guys know how much I weighed last week before I do that so that you can see if I've gained or lost. Who knows? I probably lost more, or I may have gained. I may get a surprise. So I will talk to you all here in a minute. Bye. Okay guys, last week it was 138, which is what I've been stuck on for the last few weeks. So did I gain or did I lose? Nothing. Still 138. Well, I guess that's good. Alright guys, I'll talk to you all next week for week 11.